I'm on Edgewater, Saskatchewan, and we're playing on a multiplayer series. I've just been visiting with Sam's ranch this morning. I thought I'd drop in here on the way to a contract I didn't get finished yesterday. I did do a couple of cultivating contracts yesterday. They're pretty time consuming. I did have a few issues throughout the day with the farm, and she's back at the farm this morning. I haven't brought her out, but uh, yeah, I'm just leaving Sam's place now. I just dropped in for a cup of coffee with him and have a chat. But I do have the 86 out this morning, and I will get these last couple of contracts finished off. There's not a lot left to do on the map. Sam is actually taking it easy this morning. I guess he'll probably check in with his cows, but he has been out harvesting for the last for all this week. He is the only harvester on the map uh, at the moment, anyway. I think Mikey would like to change that next year. Maybe myself, depends on how I am financially. But Sam's good. He's willing to take contracts on for myself, lease equipment to me. Uh, he's got a pretty nice farm with a with an extensive list of equipment, some really nice equipment too. Um, but I will have to pay. I will have to pay the going rate for leased equipment. So um, he did tell me that he thinks he's probably handling his financial woes at the moment not too bad. He was telling me, he is running at a fairly big loss at the moment, but he thinks that will sort of level out, and he might be in a better position next year. But this first year is going to be pretty tough for him. But it sounds like he's going to make it. I'd hate for him to go bankrupt, have to auction off all that equipment. I'd hate to have to pick up some of that equipment very cheaply, or some of his land. That would be a disaster. But if it happens, I will get in there and snatch some of that up. Um, but this is a pretty big field actually. It's not as bad as you think. It's not all the way up the back there. Um, when I did start this contract last night, it was starting to get dark, and I thought it went all the way up the back there, but actually it doesn't. This area is really nice. There are no square fields on this map, I don't think, but the map designer has gone to a lot of trouble with one of the nicest maps I've played on. Not from the building structures or anything like that, but the actual, just the feel of the map, the layout of the map. Um, yeah, it's great. It's great. Anyway, yeah, all I've been doing this month really is just getting a few things sorted out on the new farm, and some cultivating contracts that they've been fairly lucrative, but they take me a long time with this cultivator. So this is only a small field. It's not too bad. It's about average size field for the map, but there are some fields that are huge, and I haven't been willing to take on any of those. Mikey did take on a couple of real big ones, a couple of the biggest fields on the map, and while they pay out really well, they hurt a little. Um, but I have made a couple of changes at the farm, not too many. But there is a new addition to the farm. I might call back in when I'm finished here and bring you guys back to just show you a couple of things down at the farm. But not a lot's changed in August. Quickly checked the contracts list, and yeah, I'm working on 22, and there's a little bit smaller one Just checking my line here. I'll just adjust my line. Yeah, there's one that's a little bit smaller at 41 and a small one at 46. I think 46 is just around the corner, actually. Let me just call up the GPS here. No, that's 49 is right next door. Little tiny one there in the corner. 46 is down the bottom flashing, very small one right at the bottom. And 41's back at home. It's right next door to the pig farm. So what I might do is I'll continue on working here, and then I'll knock off 46, and maybe later on in the day when I'm finished 41, I will come back into the farm later on in the day, and I might bring you back in then and just update you with a couple of things. I mean, sometimes I'll do some time lapses. Other times, at busier times, I'll do like a full Let's Play episode. And then at times like this, I might just do like a mini episode. Just a real short one, you know, keep it around about 10 minutes. And maybe more of that format where I don't do the long form or too much time lapse. I like to move away from my time lapse videos a little bit. I really enjoy making them, but I might try. I haven't done an actual Let's Play for a while, and this is intended to be a Let's Play. So still early on in this series, but with this small equipment that I've got, and I don't have much. I basically own this cultivator and a plough. But I will catch up with you guys later. I hope you're enjoying your day. Hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. All right. Hey, I'm back. I have been at work for a few hours now, and I got a whole heap of cultivating done. The 86 has held up pretty good this morning, the old dog, but we've put a few hours on her. We've made some money as well, which is really handy because I did spend some money already. Yeah, a couple of days ago, and I did buy a piece of equipment, and came up in the second-hand store, and I also had some construction work done at the pig farm, and we're about to pull in there now, but just quickly have a quick look at, there's still a few cultivating contracts that can come up. Tiny little one over there, but two small ones down south, and 18 looks like a decent one. And I don't think yeah, 5,700 for the last one. So that takes us up to 76,000. That's good. That's pretty good. All right, let's pull into the farm here. And sitting right in front of us is our new production. We'll pull up here. Yeah, she's had a hard morning's work, actually. It's a good old tractor, 1586. And the cultivator, I did have some problems with it earlier. It was jumping around a little bit. I had to adjust the connection here. But it's okay now. It worked pretty well. I've always was very interested in getting into growing some hops, and this is a hops greenhouse. She's pretty impressive actually, and it's got grow lights here all around the inside. It's all lights up nicely during the night time, and it's got a irrigation system, so it auto irrigates. And it needs a lot of feed though. It needs a lot of fertilizer. It also needs lime and seed. Even though the inputs are quite high, the reward isn't too bad. It's a very valuable crop, and over the last couple of days, it's already spat out a few pallets. What you'll find though is that these are only 364 kilos, 304 litres of hops. So they're very small pallets. They're also not liftable, even if you've got liftable pallets mod on, which we do, by the way. Yeah, so they can't be lifted. And they take up a lot of space. They're very nicely boxed up, by the way. Very nicely in small boxes onto the pallet. So they're ready to be shipped. So we've already got 6 pallets there at 300. 360. That's only 1,800 litres, but it does sell for a good price. You do have to train the hops out of Edgewater to Saskatchewan. So there's no sell point here on the map, but I was thinking of, opening up my own marketplace to sell here in Edgewater. I don't know what the demand might be like in this area. I really think I need to ship this stuff out, but it's something very different. I've always wanted to try it, and I thought I'd give it a turn. This here is a empty liftable pallet, which I can actually store the hops in here and then store those pallets in my storage. So as you can imagine, it wouldn't take long at 300 litres to accumulate like 100 of these. 100 of these pallets would only be 30,000 litres. So if I stored this up, all over winter and then maybe shipped it in the spring, yeah, what you'd find is I'll probably have like 100 pallets. Let's take a run down here. The new addition to the farm, my first piece of farming equipment is a rock picker. This came up in the second-hand store. It's got a lot of hours on it. It's still got damage on it. I do have to repair it. So it's only at 60%. But because it's got so many hours on it, I think it was about 25 hours. It was really cheap. It was less than half price. So at the moment, that's how I'm taking on. Actually, we might jump in the 7150 here. That needs a clean as well, and a repair, and some refueling. This did have a turn at. Go. Stop. Oh, sorry. That was a clutch. I definitely my bad there. definitely sort of bunny hopped it out of the garage there. I need to be easier on the clutch. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's not how you do that job. That's better. Put that on there. Okay. So I thought having a better volume on the crate might be a good idea. So there could be another one popping out there, so I need to be careful. So we'll just move out of the way here. Oops. Yeah, I was right, there was one. Yeah, so I can stack them into this crate. It doesn't give me info on that crate though, so I can't really tell how much I have, but from sight I kind of can pick up, I think. So the volume that this greenhouse can produce is quite a bit. I'll show it to you in a minute. Actually, I'll show you the production. Now this is a hops greenhouse. It's not the It's not the one that that Zodell created. He's created one that's not as nice as this one, but I think it's more functional. His one, you can do more with it. You can do hops pellets, and I think it's a little, but this is really nice. I really like this mod, this hops greenhouse. It is hidden in a package. You may not have seen this before. It's not like you would have seen this in the mod hub listing under greenhouses. It's not listed that way. It's hidden away. You know, most people wouldn't know this existed. But if you're interested in where to find it, ask away in the comments, and I'll drop the mod in there for you where you can find this. It is in a package, a production package. There we go. Whoop. Come on, get that last little bit. What are you doing? There we go. So I won't bore you to tears with my palette work. Let me show you the production. Okay, so what we got here at the top of the list there is the Lizard Hops Greenhouse. All it does is produce hops. It needs water. It needs 5 seed, 10 fertilizer, and 7 lime. Now that's quite a lot for any greenhouse. In fact, if you compared it to any greenhouse that produced 42 of something, you would probably find that it would take maybe 1 of each or 3 of each, something like that. For example, I'm using the multi-crop greenhouses here, and for a total of almost 60 grain that comes out of that, it takes 3, 3, and 3. If you add those 3 together, what 36 and 24 is 60, plus another 28, 30. It's almost 80. It's 78. It's actually 78 grain that comes out of there, and it takes 3 of each for 78 grain. But over here it takes 5, 10, and 7. So it is eating up the fertilizer in particular, 10 fertilizer. As you know, fertilizer is worth a fair bit. So, but the hops sell price is not too bad. I'll show you the hops sell price. It'll be right down the bottom. It'll be the last one there probably. Yeah. So the only place to send it is Saskatoon, and it's currently 23.42, and that's because August is the high price, and we're coming down off that high price in September. So it's almost the end of August, so it has dropped a little. And 23.95 was the high price, and 23.92 now. So, I could go and sell. I could go and put this small amount that I do have on a train, and make a couple of dollars. But I think what I'll do is put it all into storage. I do have some plans for the hops in the future. For now, I will sell hops maybe, but maybe in September I might send some out, because it'll still be a decent price actually. But later on in the year, hopefully when I've got some more money up, I do have some plans. There really is a market these days for energy drinks, and I was thinking of making maybe a hops-based energy drink. I mean, there's nothing that's really marketing to old farmers like me that could really do with an energy drink or two, keep us going throughout the day. So I am in Edgewater, and Edgewater could well be the brand name. Edgewater Energy. Sounds pretty good. And what we might need to do, is actually make energy drinks for farmers. Us old timers that need a kick in the afternoon, keep us going. So it sounds like a bit of a business plan. I don't know, let me know what you think. You think, us old-timer farmers, could do with a hops energy drink every now and then? There we go. A couple more left. I'll move these in there, and then hopefully I'll get the last few contracts. There's only a couple more left. Well, I don't like working on that side. There's something about, I don't know, I have my favourite sort of way of doing stuff. Last one more. That's starting to get pretty full actually. I like the idea of packaging this. I wouldn't say it's totally realistic though. I think oh, that's not working out too well. Let's just lift that up a little. I think if I do start an energy drink company, I might I might pay someone to trailer this up and take it down there for me. Maybe Mikey's always been a good sport, and he's always done a lot of pallet work for me. Back when we worked in France together on Angevin, he did a lot of pallet work for me back then. Hundreds of pallets at the paper mill. Hundreds and hundreds. So maybe you'd be interested in a few bucks. What did I used to pay him? I think I used to pay him $5,000 a trailer load. Now this will tell me how much I got. There we go. I've already got 7,000 hops. Now I put this in near the start of the month. It has been here for a little while. I did do my tour, and basically after my tour we did have the construction start. So it has been around for a few days. So 7,000 litres for the month is pretty nice actually. Boy, don't crash into there. What are you doing? I see, this is why I need Mikey. Mikey wouldn't have done that. Oh, look, this is terrible. Doesn't even know how to do pallet work. It does have one switch on it, and that is this one here. And did that work? It says that it worked, but it didn't. Oh, there you go. It will turn the spawn point on for you, even if you are like me and you play with spawn points off or interactive markers off. Yeah, but it is a bit of a floater too. And if it was on the ground, I think I wouldn't mind it so much, but it is floating because I think the ground drops away there a little bit. So I'm going to finish up early. I did start early this morning, and if those contracts pop up, I will finish them this afternoon. But there's not much left for the month. I'll just check in on the pigs, and maybe September 1 we'll roll around, and we'll be into harvesting canola. 2 big fields of canola. Well, I don't have big fields. I shouldn't say that. 2 good fields of canola and 1 field of beets across the road down there. I do have to, that reminds me, I do have to go and talk to the store about a sugar beets harvester, and I'm not quite there on the cash. I think it's going to set me back about 120,000 for, but I do have a little bit more time. These beets won't be ready till the end of the year, will they? I think beets in this area kind of, they'll you know, they're not quite there yet. As you can see, there is some flowering ready to happen here. Uh, they've got good growth. Look at this, and it's really even. And we'll just take a walk along here. Just be careful. But we did have to weed this. There was a little bit of weed in here. Some big patches down the back there, but we did kill all the weeds. We did have a problem with liming this field. You can see in the bottom right hand corner there that our pH value is only 6.625. We're about 0.125 off, and we couldn't get it perfect. There was something with the soil; it just wouldn't let it happen. We will try it again. Maybe we'll get a different lime spreader than the one we used, and see if it was the spreader's problem. But that will affect our oh, it's perfect there. Look at that. See, in some spots it did really well. Now we're up to the 6.5 here. Yeah, so it's in some areas. Well, it's just gone back down again, but on most of the field here. Oh, here comes Sam. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, guys. That's a good spot to jump out. I'll stop rambling on. I do need a beets harvester though, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.